Another bone to pick. I'm going to write this number down here because this proves that I did it. Thank you. We have another beef, or I have another beef. Not just with people who are upsetting the Marvel universe, but who are upsetting me on a personal level. Netflix.
Uh-oh.
Netflix. You were the chosen one. You were supposed to balance the force. You were supposed to get rid of the Sith, not join them.
There
Okay?
it is.
Netflix. I've had a beef with Disney Plus and Hulu and all these other websites and streaming services that promote these original series and these big projects, and they do so right, and they give me they give it to me in fucking week by week or bi-weekly or whatever the fuck formula, right? I'm not with that. I want all my shit. Give it to me now. I'm in charge. I pay the bill. I should be in charge of when I watch what and where I watch it. I want it all. And Netflix never failed. Gave me 12 inches every time. And
Mm,
I enjoyed it. Okay?
mm.
I want to make sure it goes, "Oh, this is the show we got releasing on this date." And when I go there on that date, bam, 12 solid episodes that I could watch, or whatever, how many episodes, and I can watch it at my leisure. If it drops on a day where I ain't got shit to do, I watch all 12. Don't fuck with me. But if I got shit to do, and then I'm up at night when my wife and my wife, "Oh, why don't we put something on?" Bam, it's there. I could put it the fuck on. I'm chilling. Giving me this shit week to week is bullshit. And I've told this to people, and they go, "Well, AJ, you're 40. You grew up in that era. Well, all the shows are week to week." That's right. I paid my dues. Now give me my shit. I paid my dues. I lived in an era where if you
Yeah, I was
liked the
gonna say.
show and it had 30 something episodes and you missed an episode, you missed the fucking episode. That's it. I told this story to a buddy of mine. I was watching this is the most random shit ever, but it's a true story. And I laughed when it happened. But years ago, this was the 90s, I used to watch the TGIF block.
Hmm.
And I can't remember specifically why it was what it was, but Full House used to be a part of it at some point, and you used to be able to. I was watching an episode. Something happened at home. I forgot what it was. I couldn't see it, and I missed it. And I always felt like I missed something big. It was a specific episode where something happened, something classic. Because I went to school the next day, and everybody was talking about it, and I didn't see it. That was in school. That was in the 90s. In
Mm.
2000, I don't know, 15 or 16 or whatever the fuck, when they did the Fuller House, when they brought Full House back with the new show with the old people, now adults with their own kids and shit. At a celebration of the old show, they brought back the episodes from the original series, and I got a chance to watch that fucking episode. 20 years later, I had to wait to watch that fucking episode. When X-Men 97 dropped, I got a chance to relive some of that. But back in the day, in the 90s, when they would drop X-Men episodes, if you missed the episode, you missed the episode. So when X-Men 97 came out, I went looking and I found the original series on Disney Plus. I got a chance to watch it before 97 came out. I I didn't get a chance to do that. I consider
Yeah, that
myself
was.
a big animated fan, the X Men animated series fan from back in the day. I could tell you I didn't see every episode. I missed a lot. This was the chance for me to see it. But that's what I'm saying. I paid my dues. I went through all that shit. I did it. I want every fucking episode that you made and you have in the can accessible to me. And Netflix did that. So here's my beef with Netflix now. Netflix has decided they're going to start taking the really big projects, and what they're going to do is that they're going to give you half up front and half later. They're like, as an example of what I'm talking about, Cobra Kai is a big series for Netflix. This is its final season. It's one of the highest rated shows they have ever had on Netflix. I'm a huge fan. I cannot wait for this next fucking season. And then they gave me a trailer. And I said, great. Let me see what's coming up in this new season. And this shit looks badass. And I said, oh, I can't wait. And then at the end of the trailer, when they give you the release date, it said first half on July 28th, second half November 28th. So that is 4 months apart. So I get 5 episodes in July, 5 episodes in November. And I cannot begin to tell you how entitled and spoiled I am. When I saw the fucking video, I was taking a shit. I was watching on YouTube on my phone. And I got so upset when I saw that. I forgot I was taking a shit. And I got up
Oh no.
and I went into my bedroom to bitch to my wife about Netflix. And when I say bitch, I don't mean, hey, did you see this trailer? I mean, I gave a very vehement and passionate speech about how much I hated what my eyeballs had just witnessed. And my wife is looking at me surprised because
Well, I mean, you got a chitty ass and your dick
I'm
swinging and you
butt
bitch
naked.
about Cobra Kai.
I'm butt naked. Fresh baked goods have already been served. And she is on in the bed on her phone. She looks up at me, and I'm giving her a promo. I'm cutting a promo on Netflix. Like we've got a Mania match this weekend. I'm cutting a serious promo on Netflix. And she's looking at me and she goes, "Did you take a shit?" I said, "Yes, I did." And she goes, "Why the fuck are you talking to me about Netflix when you not finished taking your shit?" And I had my heart dropped. I looked at her. I said, "All that shit I just said, and you worried about my ass right now?"
I love how it's like you didn't have a snap realization like, oh shit, I got it. You're like,
No.
wait a minute. I said all that,
Yeah.
and all you can think about is the toilet.
All you heard come out of my is as I just came off the toilet. You not hearing? You not feeling what I'm feeling right now?
That's funny.
And I looked at her and my eyes got small. And I said, "Do you support this decision?"
It sounds to me like you're on
Yeah,
their side.
because I'm telling you what the problem is, and it sounds to me like you part of the problem. So you need to. Do we need to get divorce lawyers at this point? Like, how do we proceed from here?
She's
I
like
can't.
Illuminati, dude.
I
She's trying
can't
to
trust.
distract you from the truth.
I can't trust you in a life and death situation. I can't get shot in my ribs. I'm bleeding out. The paramedics come. They go, "This is your wife." I've never seen that woman in my life. She supports Netflix, separating my seasons up, so she can go over there and you can take me to the hospital, kind gentleman. Unless you also support Netflix, then fuck you too. I'll bleed out in the street. Don't fuck with me.
I'm dying right here. Don't touch
Yeah,
me.
don't touch me. You go on the CB radio and you call somebody who hate Netflix just like me to come over here and treat this Netflix hating ass wound right here. You go do that. Because I'm not playing with Netflix. Netflix was the one who was getting me out of this situation, and now they've put me right the fuck back in one.
They
And
give
now
it
there's
to
no
you.
one
Take
left.
it away.
Now there is no one left to sit here and entertain me in the way that I, let me turn this around, fucking demand it to be so. I don't want to crack my screen.
No, that's fair enough.
Okay? It's bullshit. Did you notice this about Netflix or you haven't seen this?
Nah, dude, I'm not that invested in Netflix. I couldn't tell you.
I was
listen.
fucking mad.
So I was before my time because I'm in the same era that you are, where
Yeah.
you would have to wait week to week.
Uh-huh.
But you know what I did? I waited. Well, that's not fair. I was in the same. I was at the ass end of the era where like shows that I actually cared about. So then I could find a way to watch them all at one time. So what I would do is I would wait until everything was released, and then I would watch it. I would watch it at that point.
You're
But
talking about for the
Netflix-
streaming?
Well, no, what not necessarily.
Because that's what I
streaming.
do for streaming.
There were ways that you could get things. So I would wait
Ooh,
until
he's
all of
being-
the official stuff was released, like all the episodes had aired.
Mm-hmm.
And then, sometimes people put them together and accidentally leave their thing open for download. So then I would watch stuff. But I wouldn't sit there week to week. Nah, dude, I wasn't. That's too much stress for my life. I'll just wait for the season to be over.
Oh, I didn't have a problem sitting week to week when I didn't have a chance. When I
Not
didn't
me.
have a when I
Don't like.
didn't have a choice, I would do it. Right?
I don't like cliffhangers.
Well, I
Like
mean,
it no, but like like physically hurts me. I don't like
it causes
I
physical pain and
I will
anguish.
not sleep for a week until it comes out. Not know it exists. Then when I watch it and I get the moment, it just rolls into the next one, baby. We figure out right now what's going on. Not a week. Oh, can you imagine being on a cliffhanger and then your bus is late to taking you home and you miss the episode?
You know, the way that
Dude,
you
I'd kill
just
myself.
the way
I
that
mean, I
you
joke like
just
that, but
described
still,
that.
that's how I feel.
the way that the way that you just described that. Can I I'm not untrigger. What can I say? Yeah, no, the other way, trigger. Can I trigger a memory that's been dormant in you for
And
forever?
me?
Yeah, it's a memory that I think a lot of people, when they hear this, is gonna trigger a memory in their head too, because of the way you
Okay.
just described that, where you would get the cliffhanger, but the episode that follows is coming up right after, right? So it's like, oh, we're gonna solve this mystery right now. Don't go away, folks. We're gonna do this right here. I always loved, and I think animated series did this too, where
Wait,
like,
wait, wait. Let me guess. Are you good? Because you did trigger something in my head, but I don't know if this is what you're going. But I want to guess since it's in my head.
okay,
Are you referring to when the cliffhanger happens right before holiday, and you gotta fucking wait all the way to the
no,
big? Okay.
no.
Because that shit pissed me off
No,
too.
I'm going strictly with what you described, how it's one episode to the
Okay.
next. What I always loved, even though it's a very small detail. That's why I think it's a like it's triggering a memory that has been locked in your head for forever. It's something that nobody really thought about, but for me, because I'm an asshole about small details, I always loved when an episode ended with a cliffhanger, but ended in a very specific way, and then the next episode opened with that specific way. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. So it'll be like you're watching an episode and there's a big twist, and you'll see the person react to the twist. And you'll usually get some sort of music in the background. So something will happen, and then you'll see the character doing something, da 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 da, and then the twist will happen and go, oh my god, and you hear din 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 din. That's what I mean. And then we go to the next episode. And he goes, "Oh my god!" Dun, 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 dun. And then it continues. So like that last frame repeats, but
Is
then
that
you
something
get,
that bothered
but
you?
then no, I loved it. Cause
Oh,
it,
okay.
cause it, you could feel the new episode, like it's a new episode now. Cause it's like, oh my god, and then it goes back, and oh my god. But then you see what he says about oh my god, like it continues, and you're like, oh my god, you didn't have to wait. This is great. That's why I
Yeah.
like sometimes on TV when they used to do like if it was a 30-minute episode of a show, but for some reason this Tuesday it's a 1 hour special. So now
hmm
you because it's a two-parter and they want to give you two parts at the same time. So you
hmm
get that middle frame where it just repeats. You're like, oh shit, we in overtime, baby. We don't normally have this show at this time. This is special. I'm glad I'm here, baby. This is good. Don't call me on the phone. Everybody leave me the fuck alone for 30 minutes. I don't exist. Just leave me alone. I'm not
Yeah.
thirsty, hungry. I take a shit, nothing. Just enjoy this for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That I'm obsessive. I watch the same shit over and over and over and over. So for people out there, you have to understand I was living a horrible life in the 90s because I would watch something and unless it was on VHS tape, I never saw it again. And if I like something, I'll watch it over and over and over. But
Just
there
like
were certain
torture.
things I couldn't because I didn't have access to it. Now in 2024, I have access to fucking everything.
Which is probably why the wrestling obsession was fed so heavily because those were the few things that like
Yeah.
you enjoyed that had cassettes to them. Like you can buy the in your
Not
house and
just
shit on.
not just cassettes, but I
Yeah.
think people forget there's no off season for Monday Night Raw. You got a
No, but
new
I'm
episode
referencing
every
I'm
fucking Monday.
true, but I'm referencing the playback option.
Yeah. They always
So
had the VHS.
that was a very few things
Yeah.
that you enjoyed heavily, right? Because obviously you can argue like Disney and stuff like that, but like one of those things. Wrestling was one of the few
How
things
many
that like
times
you
did
could
you?
buy cassettes and shit.
How many times were you forced to watch that Shawn Michaels best of?
I was gonna say that was the one thing. That's the thing that popped into my head the moment we started talking about it. So that kind of feeds into what you're saying.
Yeah.
I I am used to that because I think the most offensive person or the most offensive show to what you explained was the Dragon Ball Z series.
Oh
Yeah,
boy. Tune
but
in
they
next
double,
week for
but
Dragon Ball Z.
they doubled down. You get the same window of time. Then you get the last time on Dragon Ball Z, right?
Oh
When
boy.
they show you the stuff. But then when they start the episode, they're right back in that same spot.
Right.
So it's like it ends with them staring at each other and they're like, we'll see what happens next on Dragon Ball Z. And then it starts the episode and they're still standing there like assholes. So you get like 15 minutes of your 30 minutes of the last episode.
Just eating
So
up.
just eating time, dude. Just drop the spirit bomb, please. It's been a week.
He's been screaming Kamehameha for a week now. Let's get this
A
out.
week. Only for them to
Oh,
swat it
shit.
away.
Only for them to swat it away. Oh no.